Hello there. It's Sonia and Sandra, and we're back with another episode of Twins Talk Tubi. And we are here again in the month of May, and this month's theme is Tubi Originals. Okay, so the movies we're watching this month are Tubi Originals, and the movie that we are reviewing for you today is called She Came from the Woods. And this movie came out in 2023, and this is the premise. A group of counselors unleash a decades-old evil, long buried secrets, and bloody mayhem on the last night of summer camp in 1987. And as always, we're going to start off with a first time reaction of the movie, and we'll go on the count of three. One, two, three. Okay. So the movie, it's a horror comedy. The movie
That's what it says, yes.
is billed as that. So I'll say that it's a horror comedy. And like it's basically just like I said in what the premise is. There's summer camp in the 80s, and there's some kind of evil spirit that's taking over people and running amok. There's death, there's blood, and all that. I thought it was slightly cheesy, but I thought it was not totally goofy, and it was pretty. Some of the scenes were pretty good. I thought I liked when the guy was running away from the kids and the kids were going after
Yeah,
him. I liked that part. And I thought some of the deaths were pretty good too. Um yeah, I mean it wasn't great, but I didn't hate it. And I do like that. I always like that kind of 80s nostalgic type of
yeah,
movie. So I thought it was kind of cool that they made it a 1980s themed movie.
yeah,
That was interesting, and that intrigued me to watch.
yeah,
And we'll say this also, William Sadler's in it.
yeah.
I didn't even know who was going to be in the movie. I didn't look at all that. I just, watched it. So I was like, oh, it's cool that he's in it. I didn't realize.
He's the only like big star.
I feel like he never ages, that guy. Anyway,
He looks the same all
he
the
looks the
time,
same, and
right?
he
He
does
just
in
has
all
like
the
they probably
movies.
put like a wig or
Yeah,
thing on him, but
his
yeah, he
face
looks
and
like
everything looks the
the same.
same.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't. I was like, when was this movie? Is this like really in the 80s or something? Because this guy looks pretty good still.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's true.
so yeah, so there was they were in the camp, these counselors, and they do summon this demon. Apparently, it was a nurse that died at the camp many, many years ago, like in the 40s or something, or
Yeah,
before that, actually, I think. Anyway, and they summon it, they think it's a joke, of course, and they try to do this thing, but
right.
there's something actually coming out and it's like, getting rid of people, and the demon or the ghost seems to be possessing people to do things,
To do its
to
work.
do its work, right? It's spitting.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. So you see some of the counselors going berserk, and often some of
Even
the
some of the camp kids.
yeah, and then and the part and when the kids were chasing that one counselor and he had to turn around and whack him with the bat, I thought it was funny. I was like, oh, because I
Yeah.
didn't see that would, something like that would happen with her. I thought he would like whack the arm or something, but so I didn't expect that. Anyway, um, and then during the movie we find out that like 40 years later or 40 years
Yes,
before
before.
that some of the parents or some of the other people, the older people that are in the camp, um, they dealt with this before.
Right.
They did the same thing, and this demon was after them, and they had to kind of banish it, and they did, and they were mad at the kids for why did you do that? Why did you let her out? And So they were all kind of banding together to try and get rid of
Yeah.
this entity. So that's pretty much the premise of the movie. Then again, I'll say didn't think it was 100% bad and cheesy, but I thought it was still decently fun. And yeah,
I thought I
my take.
thought I thought overall the acting wasn't very good. I didn't think the story was very good. Um, I thought I know it said it was a horror comedy, but I feel first of all, I don't think there was a lot of comedy in it. And the comedy that they did have in it, I feel like they tried too hard to make certain things funny.
I think that there was a lot of comedy in it. It just didn't really make me laugh.
Yeah. Well, I
So
think the things that they tried to really make like funny, they tried too hard with it and it made it not as funny. It just made it corny to me. And I thought, like I said, I thought the story was pretty dumb and the actual entity or witch or whatever the hell she was really generic when they actually did show her at the end.
agree.
I would have honestly, I would have rather have seen like a projection of like a phantom or something than that. It
Yeah,
was just like somebody in a white gown, like dirty with like raggedy hair on her face. It wasn't anything like, I don't know. I thought they I just did I don't think they tried enough to like make things, I mean, I say this loosely, believable
look
because
believable.
it's not, you know, obviously it's like fake and ghosts and stuff
Well,
like that.
the movies are supposed to make us believe, right? The movies are supposed to make us believe what we're seeing is or could be real or could be
Yeah,
true. So yeah, when you do watch stuff like this, even though you know it's all
it doesn't
bullshit and
exist,
it's
right?
just a story and just a movie, you still want to kind of think that,
It's more fun when you think that could really happen or that looks
right,
like real, like it's happening to these people.
right,
Yeah,
exactly. So yeah,
sure.
if it looks like it's if you don't feel that it
Sure.
looks real or anything, then that takes away from
Yeah,
the movie experience for you. So I get that. I get that.
yeah.
But, you know, differing opinions, you make your own
Hmm.
decisions. The movie's on Tubi
You
and
guys be the judge.
you watch it when you have a sec and you let us know what you think. Again, we are part of the Horror Flick Chicks. These Twin Talk Tubi videos can be found on our YouTube channel, the Horror Flick Chicks. And you can also subscribe and like our videos on there and also follow us on social media. We are under the Horror Flick Chicks on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok. Check us out there. And, we'll be back next week for another video review. We do these Twin Talk Tubi videos every week for you. So we hope you like them and we want you to come back and check out the next one. And we'll see you again next week with another one. Wonderful review from us, me and sis. Until next time, we're going to sign off and say peace out. Talk to you later. Bye.